Welcome to episode 85 of Just One More Topic. I am Tridrakius.
And I'm Rar Bagels.
Are ya now?
Yes.
Alright, Mr. Deadpool. So, this week we're going to talk about the games that we're kind of playing. Not a whole lot of stuff has happened within the past week. Or I guess when the last episode got uploaded, it was like a couple of days ago. But anywho, the thing is, we're just going to talk about the games that we're playing. Now, we've kind of gone over what we have been, so we'll just dive right into it. Starting with Rar Bagels.
Probably the first thing I'm going to go with is Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm playing more Dragon Age Inquisition. If you've watched our previous videos, you know that we're fans of the game. I'm playing through again. On that same line, Bioware. I'm playing Knights of the Republic. 1 and 2. Love them. Favorite games on the planet. I revisit them at least once a year, and I love them every time. Loving it again.
Xbox. OG. OG. That means original green Xbox.
Loving it. Playing some Evolve.
Oh, I hear that is a fantastic game.
Yeah, really fun. Little on the repetitive side.
Yeah.
Kind of doing the same thing over and over again. But you know, it's fun, especially when you're playing with your friends.
The whole 4v1 concept that Evolve technically pioneered, and now more and more studios are starting to kind of jump on that bandwagon. Even Fable is bringing a 4v1 thing with their upcoming game, where one player gets to kind of play the role of a DM as if you're playing Dungeons & Dragons, but in the Fable universe, because they haven't fucked that up yet.
And then I'm spending time in some MOBAs.
Some MOBAs.
Some Dota 2s.
Dota 2s.
And some Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm.
Blizzard's MOBA. Blizzard's Dota. Blizzard's
MOBA. Blizzard's MOBA.
Which is currently in beta still, technically.
Blizzard's MOBA in beta.
Yes. Yes, that's what it is.
Just making sure that everyone has a nice, clear, commentary. There. Anywho.
Do you want to say what you're playing now?
Sure. Okay, so you're playing a lot of really fine games. Some from developers that all start with B. I don't know if it's like a trend or anything, but BioWare, Blizzard,
Valve.
Dota.
Valve is the other game I mentioned.
Yeah, Valve, and that's a V. That's not a B.
It kind of sounds like B.
Yeah, it really does.
BV.
A lot the same. But anywho, from what I've been playing, I've been on a Telltale Games kick.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic kick. A fantastic kick.
A sad and fantastic kick.
Yes, it is such a depressingly, morbidly fun experience. Now, several years ago on the PS3, I played episodes 1 through 4 of the original Walking Dead Season 1. Lee and Clementine, their adventures through Georgia, trying to, survive the zompocalypse.
Not really happy. I did this as if they were happy adventures.
They weren't
never really happy adventures.
They were not like sprinting. They were sprinting.
They were sprinting. They weren't skipping.
They weren't skipping. They weren't like happily dancing through flowers or anything. It was actually really, really sad. But the thing is that I played through episodes 1 through 4, and I had heard about how episode 5, how it happened. And spoiler, things don't quite end on a happy note at all with episode 5 of The Walking Dead Season 1. There's two times in my entire gaming history, career, whatever you want to call it, where I can honestly say that I sat there and I fucking cried. Because the shit that Telltale puts you through at the end of Season 1 of The Walking Dead. I'm not talking about 400 Days. 400 Days was okay. I'm talking about Episode 5.
Yeah.
The shit that happens between Lee and Clementine.
It's okay.
I was
You'll be okay.
I was so glad to kick the shit out of that one captor dude. Like he was psycho and he deserved to die. And yes, spoilers. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. You will happily be sad.
Yes.
Yes. Now, outside of Season 1, I said a Telltale Games kick. because I've also been playing episode 1 of Game of Thrones, which I was fully surprised. Fully surprised at how they're handling Game of Thrones.
So good.
I like the political intrigue. I like the whole nation stuff. The behind the scenes.
It's very Game of Thrones,
which means that I really, really need to get into either reading the books or watching the show or both, because
it's all good.
It's
fantastic.
This game. Well, okay. Like, I've read the first 15 pages of the first book, and then I just got too busy and haven't gone back to reading it. The thing is, this game is really that game. I can't really point because that's just weird. This game is Game of Thrones is my first actual experience with any type of material from Game of Thrones, and I'm blown away by it. I know that you are
avid reader, watcher, player.
Yes,
of everything Game of Thrones.
And as you were saying, that the time between episode 1 and episode 2 took forever.
Well, I mean, it's not like an unexpected amount of time for Telltale to release episodes, but it feels like it's so long. And after playing the first 2 episodes now, I almost kind of wish George R.R. Martin would let them know what the ending to the show was, or to the book series, in case he died, because they're really good at telling his story for him.
And that's, like, the writers at Telltale, they do an amazing job with The Walking Dead and what I've found out with Game of Thrones. My issue so far is, episodic gaming in general. I was holding off on Game of Thrones and their Borderlands game just because I'm like, well, I would like to get it all at once. And like The Walking Dead, I waited till it was all in one nice, neat package. And
it's a little on the frustrating side to wait all the time for the next one to come out.
It is very much like watching an actual season of a favorite show. It's like, except
you're going to wait for a lot longer in between episodes. You're not going to get one a week. You're going to get one a month if you're lucky.
And Telltale, they take their time with these games.
Which is good.
It's good because the games are fantastic. The Walking Dead Season 1, one of my favorite games of all time. The fact that I got so attached to the characters, that how the ending of Season 1 got me, fantastic. That is what I want in games, especially RPGs.
I haven't played the Borderlands one yet, but what we have of Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, awesome. Super great games. Game of Thrones game has been fantastic so far. So true to the books and to the show. A Wolf Among Us, so good.
Oh, it is?
Good.
I love it. After I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to start buying these games so I can start playing through them. I bought Tales from the Borderlands. I bought episode 1 of Game of Thrones. I also have the Wolf Among Us, the full package thing. I've got Walking Dead Season 1 and 2. Now I just got to play through all of them and just enjoy this wonderful, wonderful interactive graphic novel game adventure thing that they just do so well. Well, since Walking Dead forward, they've done so well. Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, but anyway,
I just think that Telltale Games right now is
on fire.
Yeah, they're telling stories right now, and I guess right now what we're both playing is storyteller games.
Yes,
I'm playing a lot of Bioware. He's playing a lot of Telltale.
Yes, great character development in those games from Bioware and from Telltale. Great stuff. Great stories, great characters. This is the stuff that I eat up.
Yep.
But anyway, we have episode 100 coming up in 15 episodes. That means about 15 weeks if we're able to stay on course. Plenty enough time for every one of you out there to start posting your suggestions and questions. We've got a lot of stuff planned. I don't know exactly how it's all going to work out because we still have 15 weeks to kind of iron the details out. But episode 100. Think about your questions and your suggestions and your opinions and what you want to see us talk about.
Or do.
I mean,
we could do something.
Yeah, we could wrestle a Christmas tree. Like the one that was in the cameo of one of those episodes before some time ago. Who knows when. But anyway, tell us what games you're playing. In the comments, on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube's where you're watching, or at justoneMoreLevel.com. And We will talk to
Yeah.
you all next week.
Yeah, see you then.
I'm Tridrakius,
And I'm Rar Bagels.
and see you next week.
Yeah.